Hello everyone, Tapua here with Price Action Malaysia. Welcome to another episode of the Sunday Breakdown. So, gonna do a little bit of a throwback, then we'll go into today's Sunday Breakdown. So, the first throwback, this one, of course, I don't think anyone missed it. So it was Sterling Aussie. So what happened last week? I think I showed this clip also on my Insta page. So I showed this area and how price was gonna fall down into this. And on Monday when we opened with this cape, and it was pretty much a good one because I actually had to put another trade here, though it was a little bit wrong to do so. I could have just taken my profits over this area. So I moved my stop loss to this area, and around Wednesday I think it was hit and price had to go back to the upside again. So for anyone who had drawn this line like this, probably you took another trade out of this, but I only took the second trade, the third trade, because I had taken two trades on this. So I took the third trade on here. So I actually mentioned the head and shoulder over this area, so I didn't go straight to the return destination. So like that was 1.6, but over here it wasn't even 1.6. So price was supposed to reach the target like straight away, but it took a little bit longer, and we took our take profit. We haven't took it yet, so you're gonna see probably price aligning itself with this resistance, then it should down, or in any case price is gonna respect this wedge that is actually forming here. Then you see price actually moving to the upside. So for this week guys, maybe till Thursday, I'm gonna see how this pair is gonna look like, and from there we can actually take a trade to the upside or to the downside, either way. Next pair is USD. So guys, I did also that video for the market structures, so the two market structures that I trade a lot. So I actually added Euro USD, and in this case if you see here, so the other reason why I got out of this trade early, so when price was now retracing back, and it was pretty much clear, like if you were trading on a 1 hour time frame, you see like this was the double bottom, this is a pin bar on a support. Like those kind of candlesticks, they're kind of dangerous. Then you have three soldiers going to the upside, so that means like a continuation. So you saw price actually continued, and at the other hand you have a double bottom over here. So you have a double bottom, this first part, the second part, so there was no need to keep on holding this trade, so I had to end a little bit here. So for now I'm not looking for a sell setup as of yet guys. You're gonna see probably price breaking a little bit above here and aligning itself, maybe doing a little bit plays here, then you see price breaking to the upside. But for now I'm not taking any trade of Euro USD if this area is still like this. So double bottom is kind of dangerous, so it's a high probability setup also if you can consider it as so. So the next pair that I'm gonna check is QCAD. QCAD has been a little bit of disappointment to me over this area. So this was our descending channel, so at some point we had to buy, but pretty much where we didn't, price was actually going down, and it was now in the middle of this whole channel that we have. So it has been quite a pain in the ass. So fortunately on Friday price actually shoot up, and we came away from this bottom here. So now our support price actually went up. We had a little bit of small pullback, then price went up, and now we're gonna repeat the same thing, maybe come back, test here, then price gonna shoot up. So my buy is still buy here. So as soon as the market opens a little bit of a stall, then I'll buy. Favorite pair this week is gonna be this one. You're gonna see a lot of like some big moments with gold. So I made a hint here. This was a way back track that we had. I'm just thinking I put it on. Alright. Yeah. So it's supposed to be, this is supposed to clear out like this. So here you see what happened. Price is aligning itself with this resistance. So this is our support in this area. Price is actually going down, so this is now support because price is already broke. It was resistant back then, but now it's actually support. So price actually drove down to this area. So same as what is happening right now. You see this was just like a fast movement. This is what is happening here. You have your resistance as this area, and it's a little bit longer resistance than the one that we had here. So you're gonna see price moving a little bit like more pips to the upside. So here see price aligning itself, so I'm looking for one more pullback to the downside, and from there I can actually buy. So a lot of people still have their buyers is sell because price is actually coming back down, like it's a little bit below this resistance. So some of the people, they're actually looking for sell setup, but for me guys, I really trust my setups. I really trust this market structure. I did it this weekend, so I'm gonna put up a link and you can see the video when I talk about these two market structures. So this is the second market structure that I talked about. This is the first market structure that I talked about. So I think you go ahead and watch the market structure, then you can get a little bit of ideas. Uh, Same as GBP Kiwi, we had Head and Shoulder here, and I actually hinted it. I think on our WhatsApp group, I did post this, and we did showcase, and we were like, price is aligning itself with this resistance, so prepare for a sell, guys. And it did, and it was a coincidence that we had also a Head and Shoulder, and boom, price went down. So now we're actually facing this, and pretty much this is the wage, guys. Probably price is to come back a little bit up, then from here watch what market structure we're gonna have, or price is gonna continue with this wedge. So this one for me, it's actually a little bit of buy now. Buy for me. Wonderful pair for last week also. I did send this, I think, on my Insta page, and it was pretty much like this. I had drawn it like this, I still remember, and I was like, price is actually heading towards the resistance. So this was my resistance here, and price moving in the channel, and here I had drawn a resistance, like where is it gonna end. So pretty much ended here, price shooting down, price aligning itself with resistance. This was my resistance, and price aligning itself with resistance, and boom, down again. So this market structure of price aligning itself with resistance or support, can really trust it. I really do. So if you want to trade a little bit more of your, like you want to add more volume to your trades, this is the kind of market strategy that you should look at. So in this case, this was just a continuation, guys, but continuation patterns, I think you now know them by now. Price moving in the channel or in any space, see a little bit of pullback, the overall sell of the overall trade is sell. So at some point you have to see price actually moving to the downside. So pretty much price is still moving to the downside, then till we reach our target over here, then yeah, we can stop. Here this one was a little bit of disappointment because I was actually hoping, because price was aligning itself with this, so I was expecting to see price moving to the upside at this area. So it was more like this. I was hoping that price was gonna go to the upside at this area, but unfortunately didn't. Price went to the downside, went a little bit more to the downside. So this, I don't really consider this as a double bottom, because price actually went down a little bit here, so I don't consider this as a double bottom, but some people do, and like they have their own reasons, but in this case I'm only considering. So this is a wedge, guys. Symmetrical, not a symmetrical triangle, but a descending triangle, in form of a wedge. I don't know whatever you call it. And we have a little bit of space here that maybe price can come to the downside, and also I have this is more like a continuation where prices are heading a little bit to the upside. Then you might see price going to the downside after this, but in any case, if price manages to break above here, then you know that price is gonna go to the upside. So this week's pairs that I'm gonna look at, so we have USD ZAR, USD Rand. What do we have here? So we have a little bit of a channel here. So I drew it as this. So overall, we have a lot of channels in here. So I'm gonna draw it. So we have the bigger channel here. It's actually on a weekly time frame, I think. Here, ascending channel. On a daily time frame, I have this also channel, and on here on a 4-hour time frame, you have like a smaller channel also inside here, and this is my resistance. So pretty much I'm actually expecting price to move to the upside. Price wasn't supposed to do this at all, so since I'm gonna consider this as a channel, probably I'm gonna look for self setups as like a little bit of just near future here, not that far. So we have 1, 2, probably our expected triple top here. Then I just want price to move to the upside to here, then you see a shoot down to the bottom. So this is the first bit that we're gonna look at, and I think we have sort of like a double bottom over here, and price didn't reach there, but it almost did. So this was more like a double bottom over here and here. So might see price coming back to the upside. Next pair that we have is here. So we have left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Price came back to retest, looking for the upside direction for now. The last pair is Euro Kiwi. So Euro Kiwi price is actually moving in the channel to the upside. You know this by now, guys. Price gonna shoot to the upside. So I'm not looking for this double top here. So most of the people, they're actually looking for the double top to take their trade, but I think most of the stop places will be hit over here, guys. So what I'm looking at is this price shooting up, maybe tempt people here, come back down, and price moving to the upside to this area. Then from there we can have our shoot down. So I'm actually putting a sell limit over this area. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, probably you will see price actually moving to the downside. So like with Euro Kiwi, you see Euro is actually gaining power, so maybe the momentum will favor the other pair instead of the Kiwi this week. Same as here, you see price actually has a little bit of space in the upside, so momentum, might see momentum on the upside. So pretty much that's everything for this week, guys. I'm gonna drop the link for the 2 market strikers that I was hoping you can actually take a little bit of volume on there. You can see how I actually drew them before, and you can actually take advantage of them. Just